we have already done list, tuple, set. Today we will discuss dictionary. So in this video we will get know what is dictionary and why we use dictionary to store data. So first I would like to discuss some features. As we have already discussed the features of list, set, tuple, so we will also discuss the features of dictionary. So dictionary is not ordered like list and tuple. In list and tuple, we have seen the insertion order is mean to. That means if we insert an element at 0th index or at any specific index, then when we will print or when we will execute the program, then it will give us the same item at the same specific index. But in dictionary and in set, it's not working. That means it not give us the elements at the same order in the way we have inserted. We can see here as of Python 3.6 plus, it maintains insertion order, but logically it's treated as an unordered. Like list, dictionary is also mutable. That means we can add, remove, update items. And the key of dictionary must be unique. Unique means it should be string, number or tuple that cannot change. Key can be both homogeneous as well as heterogeneous. Values can be anything. It can be number, string, list, dictionary. So what is the meaning that it can be anything like list, dictionary? We can understand it can be of type string. We can see here in this dictionary, I mean the dictionary student, I have given the value as of type string, and this is also of type string, and this is of type integer. But what about list and dictionary? So for this, I want to show you this dictionary, which is student 1. Here, my first key is name, and the value is of type string. The second key is age, and the value is of type integer. The third key is courses, and the value is of type list. And the fourth key is certificate, and the value is of type dictionary itself. This is my whole dictionary, but within dictionary, the fourth key, which is certificate, has the value of type dictionary. That's why I have given here that it can be string, list, dictionary. Now, if you want to create a empty dictionary, so we can create it like this manner. That means first I fitted my reference my underscore dict in line number 9, and this is of type dictionary, and I have given here curly braces, and within curly braces I have given no items. That means no key value pair. So it is a empty. That means I have, if I am not giving any key value pair, then it will just give us the empty dictionary. So let me print this dictionary and we can check how it is giving us the empty dictionary. So okay, it is also going to print. Let me comment. Let me print again it. Now we can check here. This is giving us just empty dictionary. So the syntax would be the syntax would be curly braces for dictionary. Okay, let's move our main program. This is my reference student of type dictionary, and this dictionary holds 3 key value pair. First key is name and value to see, second key is class, and third key is role. So let's access value using key. Okay, let me uncomment these three lines. Okay, we can access value of any key using key with the help of get function, or we can get the value without using get function. But when we will use get function, we have to put our key in parentheses. But without using get function, we have to put our key in square brackets. You can check here, I have given square brackets, and this is my parenthesis, within parentheses. Okay, so let me print and let's see whether the output is different or same. Okay, we can check here, the output is same. I mean, for line number 22, I am getting the output as Tulsi, and also for line number 24, I am getting the same output as Tulsi. But what about this none? So it is for line number 23. And why it is giving us none? Because I have not given here any key such as age. That's why it is giving us none, because there is no key as age. Let me comment. Now we will move to the modification part. So let me do this, or let me uncomment this. Okay, so we can modify any key value. Here I am not trying to say we can modify key. Actually, I am saying that we can modify key value. That means value. We can modify any value. We can modify value of a particular key using the key. So here I am using the key name to modify the name Tulsi to Raman. And here, line 28, I am adding an key value pair to the same dictionary, and I am going to print all this. So let's see what is going to happen. Actually, I have not commented this, that's why it is giving us that empty dictionary. Ignore this empty dictionary. Okay, let me print again, then it will be good. Okay, so we can check here that Raman get updated. Here I am print the student name, that's why we get the Raman, which is updated, and we have add age as a key and value 25 as value. So it is giving us the same 25. And now we can check the updated dictionary. In this dictionary, we have name and the value as Raman, key class, and we can also check that the key value pair such as age, the key, and 25 is value added in this dictionary. We have already know that when we use append function in list, whatever element or item we want to store in the present list, it gets stored at the last of the list. In the same manner, if we are going to add some new key pair, it will get stored at the end of the dictionary. So I hope it's clear. It is very simple to understand, or if there is any problem in this program, then you can comment me and I will again discuss dictionary. Now let's move to the remove part. Like list, we were using three types of operations to remove any element. We can use pop function, we can use del keyword, we can use discard function. When we use pop function, del keyword, it will give us error if the element is not present in the list. But when we were using discard function, if the element is not present in the list, then it will not give us error. In dictionary, we will use pop function and del keyword. That means we can use either pop function or del key to remove any key value using the key. First, very important thing you have to keep in mind that whenever we are working on dictionary, whatever value if you want, you can access it only through key. If you want add something, update something or remove something, you have to use key. So I'm going to remove the key class using pop function and role using del keyword. We can use any of pop function or del. It's not necessary that you will use the two both, because I am just giving you the example that we can use anything. So we can check here. We have just one key value pair as name and Tulsi's value. Why? Because we have deleted class and role. If you say that we have add the age, but you can see I have commented these lines, that's why we are not getting the age in my dictionary. So it will just return us name and key and value, because class and role I have already removed. So we can use remove function in this way. Now let me comment this line. Now we will go to the iteration part. As we have already known, or I can say we have already done iteration part in list, set, tuple. So it is very common part. So in the first iteration, it will pick the first key of the dictionary, which is name, and will get stored in the reference key. Again, it will pick the second key as class and will get stored in the key reference. Again, iteration will take place and it will pick the third key, which is role, and will get stored in the key reference. That means this is my reference, so it will get stored in the key. Now we can print the key value. Or one important, okay, let me first print this line, print the iteration part. So we will get name as key, value as Tulsi as value, class as key, 11 as value, role as key, 3 as value. So when we use iteration, we will get the key value pair. We can use here enumerator. If we use enumerator, it will give the same output like key value pair. Now, okay, tell me. Here, line number 20, in line number 36, I am using iteration, and in line number 39, I am again using iteration. Is it different? Actually, I want to ask. Here, I am just using the key. I mean, I'm just getting a store. I'm just picking the key and get it stored in the key reference. And here, I am going to pick first key and then value, and then key will get stored in the key and value will get stored in the value. But the output will be different or same. Let's check it out. We can see here the output would be same. So you can use the iteration part using just key or key value. Now let's move to the methods. Like list, set, tuple. Dictionary has also some methods like keys, values, items, update. So we can use these methods to get our desired output. Let me first clear my terminal. Okay. So using key function, we will get just key, not value, just key. We will get just key. Well, let me drop this. Okay, let me copy this and I am going to give it here, so it will easy to listen. Now I'm going to again do this. So here, when we will use key function, it will give us just name, class, role. Why? Because name is key, class is key, and role is key. So it will just give us key. When we will use values function, then it will give us the values only, like Tulsi 11 3. And when we will use items function, then it will return us key value pair in the form of tuple. So let's check. Okay, let me explain the last part, that is update. So when we will use update function with the help of dot operator, it will add a new key value pair. We can add two key value pair together, 3, 4, 5, any number of we can add more than one key value pairs, but here I'm just adding or updating one key value pair. So let's see what would be the output. We can check here, using keys function we are getting just key, using values function we are getting just values, and using items function we are getting the key value pair in the form of tuple. And we can check here, this is my second tuple and this is my third tuple, and these tuples are in the form of list. Why? Because we can check here the square bracket, and square bracket represents list, and again this list is within tuple. Why? Because we can check here parenthesis, and parenthesis represents tuple. So in this way we can use methods of dictionary. Now let me comment. Okay, now we are going to use some inbuilt functions of dictionary. We have already know that list, set, tuple has some inbuilt functions. The same way dictionary has also some inbuilt functions like len, max, minimum. When we will use len function, it will just count how many numbers of key in the dictionary. That means here if we see in this dictionary my underscore dict, I have given just 3 key A, B and C. So the length would be 3. Why? The length of any reference or data type is the length whatever items we have given or we have stored. But in dictionary we are using key pair, so key value pair, so it will just count how many keys we have given. And max, we know that maximum we have used here function, so it will give us what is the maximum function and what is maximum value and what is the minimum value. So let me print and check. So the length would be 3 and the maximum number would be 56 and the minimum number would be A. Why? And we know it will just give us key. Why it is giving us C and A? Why it's not giving us 56 and 2? Because we have already know that I just explained that whatever operation we need to do on dictionary, we have to do this using key. So the return would be in the form of key. I hope this is clear. If there is any doubt, you can comment me and ask me. Okay, so I would like to give another example of this, okay, of length. So what if I print length of this dictionary? So let me check. It is giving us 4 as output. Why? Because I have just used here 4 key: name, age, courses and certificates. If you say that there is also a dictionary, and in this dictionary we can see key value pair, so I would like to say it will not going to count, because in the very first dictionary, in the whole dictionary we can see only just keys, and this dictionary is the value of this key, so the length would be just 4. I hope dictionary is clear. Thank you very much for watching my video, and stay happy and healthy. We will discuss some new topic in my next video. Bye.